getting more help from the bench has really been on the Rice Vanguards, and we've seen this pattern for the most part sa mga games ng Nueva Ecija with JC Marcelino and including Jammer and JB coming off the bench and producing a lot of points for them.
And Nueva Ecija, after being scoreless for more than 4 minutes, finally gets a basket as Celis able to score 35-29. Slight tweak in the starting lineups for both squads. Neil Tolentino replacing Eric Pili, while for Nueva Ecija, the backcourt of the Marcelino twins, pinalitan muna si John Wilson at si JP Calvo. JC has hit 2 frees, but that time he misses from the right corner.
Well, one of the reasons they actually inserted Neil Tolentino over here to start the second half is because they liked how, you know, he defended in the zone. He's very capable of going out to shooters and then going back inside the paint if the ball gets swung to the weak side.
Umikot si Robbie Celis. Mintis. Alday pushing the pace again. Tolentino to Marco Balagtas. Nahanap si Alwin Alday for free. Patay!
Well, Alwin Alday once again connecting from the outside. And it's been quite a while since the last time, Ken, that we've seen Alwin Alday connect from the outside. And I'm sure, ang hope nitong Rizal ay masundan pa yan ng marami pang tres dito kay Alwin Alday. In their last game, Alwin Alday actually shot, I guess, just 1 out of 5 from 3. His shooting was not so good.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
And that one really just falling down through the net, and you see the jubilation on the coaches and at the bench of Rizal. He was 1 out of 5 from 3 in their last game. He shot 3 of 11 from the field, which is very unlikely of an Alwin Alday.
Let's go courtside to Miss Gianna Llanes.
This one is about Rizal. Isa raw sa mga natutunan ni Coach Ralph sa huling laro nila kontra Pangasinan ay ang halaga ng pag-execute ng defensive adjustments. He said that game they had trouble covering Vic Manuel, and when they did, his supporting cast would contribute. So prior to this game, they already prepared for the Marcelino twins and Rob Celis, but quick adjustment plays as well for Toto Villarreal and John Wilson, helping them out right now. Ayaw sayangin kasi ni Coach Ralph yung pagod nila sa second quarter, especially after starting that quarter flat. Kaya pag may bad shots daw, they could convert to transition points. More clever switches as well kapag nakaantay na ang big men ng kalaban. He reminds his players na nakapahinga na ang Rice Vanguard sa halftime, so expect them to go full force the second half. Ken and Coach Mike?
Thank you so much, Gianna, and really that attention to detail by Coach Ralph Rivera. Dahil kahit pa at times napigilan nila si Vic Manuel in that last game, si Alin Bulanadi actually first half pa lang bumulusok na for Pangasinan, and that's something that they're trying to rectify against Nueva Ecija here. They cut the lead down to 3 after those 2 makes from the free throw line by Alwin Alday as Rizal comes away with a steal. Alday again. Nice pass to Neil Tolentino to a cutting Marco Balagtas, who lost the basketball on his way up. Counter-attack by Nueva Ecija. JC Marcelino will miss. But luckily for them, Rizal fails to control the defensive rebound.
That's the 3rd point-blank miss by Nueva Ecija, coupled by JP Calvo before the half ended. In this one,
dami ng deflections nitong Rizal. Camson goes right at Will Macaloni and scores.
well, we're seeing a different facet here on the game of Eric Camson. This time, he was the one bringing the ball down the floor, trying to finish it off in transition.
Eric Camson, 1 point and 1 rebound shy of a double-double as Alwin Alday with a steal again. Nice no-look pass to Eric Camson, who lays it up and in.
Will Macaloni is down. Well, you don't want to see this if you're the Rice Vanguards. He's in a lot of pain as he tried to sprint down the floor of that steal. Here's that steal by Alwin Alday. It was a foot race. But we didn't see that action with Will Macaloni.
Yeah, dahil nakatutok tayo dun sa bola eh. And also the camera was focused on that layup.
That's right.
Let's see, we have another angle on this one. I think we have.
This one's after the shot. Here we go.
So ito yung agaw.
Deflection.
Foot
This-
race between... Oh, okay.
It wasn't so clear though if there was a trip.
Kung nagkabanggaan ba ng
Oo.
tuhod? Or did Eric Camson hit him?
It appears that he was holding on kanina dun sa...
Sa tuhod eh.
It's either the likod ng tuhod or dun sa hamstring. At least that's how I saw it earlier in the video.
But just like that, Rizal is in the lead.
Yan is gonna get an update on that.
So this is an 18-point turnaround by the Golden Coolers. Jam Ramito immediately coming off the bench, contributing for Nueva ECIJA as they reclaim that 1-point advantage. 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Philip Manalang on the right side, using that balagtas screen. Balagtas slips, puts it up, can't get that one to fall. Hamito with a rebound. Robbie Celis. Another steal by Rizal. Neil Tolentino will put it up and in. So many turnovers here for Nueva ECIJA, Coach Mike.
And everything really starting on the defensive end. That deflection earlier on that good finish by Eric Camson. This time around, another turnover forced by Rizal, ending up with that a fast break for them. A little fumble right here and the good recovery by Alwin Alday, finding Neil for that finish in open lane.
Fast break the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners. Timeout Nueva ECIJA, they're down by 1. The Rizal crowd coming alive dito po sa Inaris Center. Say hi to our Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness.
And everybody right now in this venue is really just having a lot of fun. If you could only see yung mga nangyayari sa likod namin. The fans are very animated right now with this really good showing so far of the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers.
Key to Rizal's resurgence though has been their defense.
Yes,
4
agree.
steals with just a little over 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. MJ Ayaay will force it up off the mark. Eric Camson with a rebound. Philip Manalang will push it. Alwin Alday for 3. Yes, sir!
Another 3 made by Alwin Alday. Another turnover.
Another steal, the 5th steal here in the third quarter. Alday thought about it, puts it on the deck, flips it up, no good. Tolentino grabs the offensive rebound, Camson off the bounce, will draw closer. Leaning shot, will get the friendly bounce.
Rice Bangers got to respond here. The momentum has now shifted clearly to the side of the to the side of the Golden Coolers.
MJ Ayaay's free will not fall in. Numbers for Rizal. Manalang fix the handoff. Drives baseline. Still with the basketball. Philip will go to the post. Camson against Robbie Celis. Halfway point of the third quarter. Robbie Celis called for that foul. I mean, this is a stark contrast to what happened last weekend in Rosales, and it certainly helps that they're playing right now at home in front of their home crowd. As Eric Camson will shoot his free throws. Camson has another double-double, 13 points and 10 rebounds.
And the energy brought by the 6th man of the Rice Vanguards air ball para kay Eric Camson. Pero ito yung halaga ng home court advantage, Ken. This is why you fight for it. This is why you want to be there, at least at number 2, because you're gonna need this crowd to back you up in important games down the line in the playoffs.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Biggest lead of Rizal right now at 7.
After being down by as much as 17.
And enjoying, this is a 24-point turnaround. They've outscored NUEVA ECIJA here in the third period, 17-6. This is something we're not accustomed to seeing NUEVA ECIJA get into, those long lulls.
Indeed. I don't recall of any recent game na ganito as Christian Manaytay finally sinks a basket from the outside. That might just be their first basket from the perimeter.
Alday, careless with a basketball, throws it away to John Wilson, who lays it up. No good. Tapi ka ng bola. Napunta ay Philip Manalang in a foot race with Benny Robles. Humingin pa! But missing on that shot. Robles had something to say about that as John Wilson, open free, book it.
You gotta pay for that. You gotta stay very simple. Keep it very simple on your end of the floor and then go back defensively. That time around, wasn't so simple on the side of Rizal, and the Rice Vanguards made them pay for it dearly.
Alvin Alday, gustong bawiin yung tres. Short.
That's
May
on
foul
Marco.
laban kay Balagtas.
That's definitely a foul on Marco.
Mike Cañete comes in, replacing Marco Balagtas. And we have an update on the injury of Will Macaloni, courtesy of Gianna Llanes.
Yes, Ken and Coach Mike, this is an update on Will Macaloni. He can confirm that there was no contact causing his injury, and it was just from when he was running. He is currently icing the injury on his right hamstring right now. There is a big bruise at the back of his thigh, with the team's PT also confirming that something did snap. They are still evaluating the severity of his injury, but looks like he will not be able to return back into the game. Back to you guys.
That's a major development, Coach Mike. Maraming salamat, Gianna, for that update. 7-0 run though by NUEVA ECIJA as they tie the ball game up again, 46 all. Pero hamstring injuries are pretty tricky, Coach Mike. And yung timeline yan in terms of recovery, it varies eh. But JC Marcelino goes all the way to the cup, lays it in, plus a foul.
And just like that, the MPBL Rice Vanguards reclaim the lead. They're up 2 right now on that good finish by JC. And again, just a good recovery. You cannot allow the Rice Vanguards to regain momentum. And pretty much when you have JC on the left side of the floor going downhill at full speed, it's pretty much tough to try and stop him. And kanina, injury na ni Will Macaloni. I really thought it was the hamstring as the way that he held it.
Oh.
And so I didn't think there really was contact. This is exactly what Gianna reported. Hopefully, Will's gonna be healing quick enough for him to come back in the certain games in the playoffs.
Timeout Rizal, they're down by 3, 49-46. Alvin Alday, 12 points, hitting 2 threes. Also a whopping 7 steals to go along with 3 assists for all day Alvin Alday.
I like to think this is the most steals that he's gotten in a game. Speaking of Alvin Alday, because he pretty much for the games that he's played, he's averaged roughly about 1 steal per game.
A huge reason why Rizal was able to come back But now, Nueva Ecija with 10 consecutive points have regained control. Under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Samboy De Leon to John Apasible. Working against Billy Robles. Apasible forcing his way in. Got blocked by the Ilonggo Superman. JC.
Oh, man.
Foul before the layup attempt by Philip Manala.
And another empty possession for Rizal. How about a recovery by Billy Robles as John Apasible is trying to find his way underneath.
Labayen comes in, getting some minutes with the absence of Keanu Caballero.
Rizal's gonna need a stop here to try and at least, reclaim back the momentum. Because if the Rice Vanguards make good here, this will be a 5-point game.
Christian Manaytay makes his move against Mike Cañete. Swooping in was Billy Robles and the tip by Jammer Amito.
How valuable is Jammer Hamito? You think that Will Macaloni is out? No, you're not done. You still got Jammer to contend with, and you got to box him out, and he's pretty good on his verticals too in the paint.
Samboy De Leon has yet to score in tonight's ball game. He was able to draw a foul against John Wilson, and that will send him to the line for 2 shots.
And then Samboy De Leon, he's 0 out of 3 from the field. In the previous game, he was shooting 33%. He went 5 of 15, I think, in that game. And he is pretty much a guy na kinakailangan nila maging consistent, higa nga, pagdating sa field goal makes.
That's a sweet spot.
Yes.
And that's exactly why.
Indeed.
Lista mo na, galing kay John Apasible.
Oh, one-on-one right here.
Before the shot. Basket will not count. A foul whistled against John Apasible, but Rizal is already over the limit.
I say it's always an advantage when you have a left-handed player on the right side block because ang daling pumunta sa gitna, Always ang post player, ang tingin palagi kung open yung middle door na yun. And really for the most part, bukas yan parang sa left-handed player. Because if you lock that, they also are comfortable getting that drop step to that same side of the floor.
Eric Camson got hurt earlier, and we've got an update from Gianna Llanes.
Yes, he is currently at the bench right now, taping and icing the injury on his right thumb. Actually, dumudugo kasi yung sa loob ng kanyang kuko at sabi niya napakasakit daw. Pero sabi rin niya na makakabalik pa rin siya sa laro. Sabi niya he's going to try his best to not let it affect his shooting. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. As masakit kasi yan eh. Na-experience ko yan, yung may dugo ka sa loob ng kuko.
Oo naman.
Masakit yan. I mean, the pain is the kind of pain that stinks.
Oh, yes.
As soaring and scoring was JC Marcelino, who now has 15 points.
Well, don't look now, but JC's on a roll.
Manaytay grabs the board. Nueva Ecija up by 5. Manaytay gets it back from JC. Kick out to JP Calvo. Now it's with JC with 14 on their shot clock going up against Robbie Naive. JC puts up a 3 and Naive clears it after that Marcelino miss. Labayen catches in stride for 3. Cañete off the heel. Rizal pretty much one and done in their last trips.
Offense has slowed down for Rizal. Guys catching but not looking to shoot. They're looking to pass, looking for open teammates.
46 seconds remaining here in the third period.
And again, you get Jammer on that right side block. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense of John Apasible. Same height, maybe a little bit advantage for John, but strength maybe on the side of Jammer.
Amito shooting 2 free throws.
Kaya kung mapapansin mo, nung parating na yung bola, medyo lower na yung stance ni John Apasible because he has to be able to push him away from that spot. Because the moment that Jammer gets in the paint, then mas mahirap na pigilan.
I was about to say both teams are shooting well from the free throw line. But Mito missing the first, although he still has 10 points and 4 rebounds.
Yes.
Strokes in the second.
And see the full court defense right now of the Rice Vanguards. While Rizal is trying to go to a zone, itong Nueva Ecija going to the full court to try and limit their time of execution in the front court.
Nakikita mo yung nangyayari sa opensa ng Rizal.
One-on-one.
Hindi lang yun. 30, 40 feet away from the basket. And this is the result of not having Keanu Caballero here.
Agree.
Of course, no offense to Labayan, who's certainly a capable point guard. Pero nakikita mo, hirap siya eh. Lalo pag biniblit siya dun sa ball screen.
Yes. Tsaka once they get the ball past that 2 on the ball situation, that normally would be a numbers game na advantage ang offense because it's actually practically a 4-on-3. Pero Rizal has not been able to exploit that because for the most part, it really has become a 1-on-1 game.
What a struggle here for Samboy De Leon. 0 of 2 at the line, 0 of 4 from the field, still scoreless. And we're now winding down the third quarter. Nueva Ecija with a basketball.
They want to clear this.
Calvo pass. Manaytay! Trying to add another highlight.
Oh my God. You saw that coming, Ken.
Oh. Empty pick and roll ito eh.
Without help, the help was farther on the other end. Jana Pasibli had to go over to that strong side of the floor just to help the peel off.
He is just a powerful 2-foot jumper.
Agree.
And I'm sure Miles Canyal is familiar with what I'm saying.
Ibang klase naman talaga. Oh no.
Cut off too early.
And that to me is going to be something that I'm sure Coach Don Dulay in situationals come the playoff that they will turn to. That empty pick and roll action involving itong si Christian Manaytay.
Cañete running out of time. And the third quarter comes to a close. Christian Manaytay certainly would heading to the fourth by 7, 57-50.
What about it? And he normally averages 1 steal per game, but tonight he's got 7. But more important than those steals, they got to get a win here.
Alday drives baseline. Bola na sundot ni Billy Robles. It's a turnover against Rizal to begin the fourth. See how tight this ball game is. 15-13 in the first for Nueva Ecija. Then 18-16 in the second period. They had a 4-point lead at the half. But lumamang ulit ang Nueva Ecija here in the third. But that does not really tell the story of the peaks and valleys of this game, Coach Mike. Dahil nga, yung second quarter na yon lumamang ng 17 puntos yung Nueva Ecija, 17-point lead. Rizal was able to chop it down with a strong run to finish off the second quarter and then continued that blistering pace in the third. In fact, even took the lead, their biggest at 7, before that 10-0 spurt that gave the lead back to the Rice Vanguards.
And they are definitely going to look back at that other missed fast break opportunity kung saan pagbalik, iniskoran sila nila ng Rice Vanguards. And made them pay dearly for it. Christian Manaytay right now. Nothing on that shot attempt.
Tatakbo ang Rizal. Manalang setting up John Apasible. Diluwa yung kanyang attempt. JP Calvo, JV Marcelino, Billy Robles, Christian Manaytay. And Chamara Mito, who's the recipient of that nice pass from JP Calvo.
Everybody was searching perimeter players, trying to find shooters outside. Forgot about Jammer right there in the middle, all alone for that left-hand finish.
Alday With Manaytay switching on to him. Alday high arcing free. Off target. Marcelino to Calvo. JP, another nice feed. Back-to-back connections between JP Calvo and Jammer Hamito.
You gotta give credit to Jammer Hamito. I mean, that play was all for Christian Manaytay and JP Calvo to finish, but he made himself available all the way from the back into that transition play.
Cañete. Threes have not been falling so far for Rizal. 2 out of 17 from beyond the arc. Calvo will pull it back out.
Good decision to pull it back. Mismatch.
Robles spins away from the defense. Bola natapik. It ends up with Hamito. Nice pass. Manaytay bullies his way inside. Counted plus a foul.
And another offensive rebound claimed by the NUEVA ECIJA Rice Bangers. And Jammer Hamito really got tempted to attempt that three, but he thought otherwise. Saw Christian Manaytay, and he decided not to give it up to Billy, rather to finish it off by himself. One might say, libre na si Billy, sana binigay, pero I guess read na yan ni Christian Manaytay.
Another massive run by NUEVA ECIJA. The assists have been big in favor of the Rice Vanguards. Again, we talk about how Rizal only had 17 assists in that loss against Pangasinan. They only have 11 tonight against NUEVA ECIJA.
Well, actually, at the half, they had what? They had 4 assists at the half. And so since then, there's only been 7 assists all throughout the entire third quarter. And then through this one.
Dumami naman actually.
Dumami naman siya. But still, that is way below than their normal average in terms of assists. They roughly average 24, and that's too far off from 24. You got a full quarter ahead of them.
Number 7 sila sa department na yan. Both of these teams actually are great assisting teams. NUEVA ECIJA, obviously, number 1.
And the reason that we say they're good assisting teams is that every time you go over 20, that's a good one.
Let's check in with Gianna.
Coach Ralph is asking his players to bring back the focus this final quarter because that's the only way daw that they can still grab the win this game. Let the third quarter be a lesson daw to them. Dahil sinayang daw nila yung lamang nila. He said, tignan nyo kung gaano kabilis makapag-adjust ng NUEVA. He is now asking his players to increase their offensive rebounds, cover NUEVA ECIJA's transition offense, and contain their fast break points. Eric Camson also told his teammates, usap tayo, let's bring back the energy. Back to you, Kent and Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, G. Yun yung nais gawin ng NUEVA ECIJA. They were at their best in the third when they came away with those steals. They ran in transition. They picked up the pace. Eric Camson is someone that needs to get going here. Knocks down that three. He now has a total of 17 points and 11 rebounds.
Now, this couple of possessions have really been how Rizal has come back. Get a stop one end via zone, then score the other end. Oh, that's a foul right there by Christian.
Already saw from a mile away that Manalang and Camson will be involved in that pick and roll action, pick and pop action, I should say. But here, simple pass, 3-point shot, buried by the former Adamson Falcon. Myron Villarias comes in. Again, at stake here for Rizal is a chance to finish number 2 in the South Division after the elimination round. They still have Bacolod as their last assignment after this one. Camson backing Manaytay down. Eric Camson puts it up, doesn't get the friendly roll. NUEVA ECIJA with an 8-point lead, approaching the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. JC, Manaytay flashing out, guarded by Camson, face-up jumper by Manaytay, off the mark.
Got to score here.
Manalang, nice pass to Balagtas, who knocks down that mid-range jumper.
And so far, they've been consistent. playing on both ends of the floor. This time it's their turn to try and extend that defense and make it difficult for the Rice Vanguards to execute anything.
Oh, JC with a hang time move.
Ang hirap pigilan doon pagka pababa na. Once he elevates, even going downhill, mahirap. Manalo na pag naka-elevate na. There's not so much. Oh, wow!
Ouch, ouch. But Manalang is down on the floor, holding on to his right ankle. Possible unsportsmanlike foul here. And remember, Keanu Caballero is not available.
And this is the second time that Rob Celis and Philip Manalang, got into this action. That's a three-point make. And sportsmanlike foul from Rob Celis.
Landing spot, but Philip Manalang is trying to shake it off.
See that again right there. That elevate.
Ow. Yeah.
But it more looked like Philip was the one who went to his
A forward
to
shift.
the other forward shift. Because he was going on his side already, si Rob. And unfortunately, he still, as an official, got to call that.
Cylinder within the cylinder.
Within your cylinder. That's right.
How about Philip Manalang, not known for his scoring, has come alive here tonight for Nueva Ecija. 15 points.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
And lead down to 4, 65-61. Philip Manalang finds Alwin Alday. Will pull it back out against Robbie Celis. 3 seconds left on their shot clock. Alday for 3. Off target. Celis is ahead. JC, full head of steam.
Oh, man.
Absorbing contact does not matter. JC Marcelino puts it in for his 20th point.
That don't matter. If he's airborne, you get him through contact, he will find a way to still score.
Bagsak na naman si Philip Manalang. Philip Manalang's aggressiveness here. It's quite a long time since I've seen him attack the basket relentlessly.
And being this active.
Oh. I mean, this guy held the assist record before Ordan Wamar broke it here this season. Just this month, 23 assists when he was with Parañaque. Big miss at the line though.
And one thing also that the Golden Coolers could exploit on is the penalty situation for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Itong free throw na ito at sa ating Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Split at the line. So Nueva Ecija still with a 5-point lead past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. JC spins into traffic, flips it up, puts it in!
The degree of difficulty on the shot makes of JC Marcelino. Who is stopping this guy?
22 markers for JC. Camson repositions himself. Oh,
What
three
a
guys
fake.
flying by. And Eric Camson making a foolery out of the defense of Nueva Ecija on that trip.
What a fake by Eric Camson. Letting 3 defenders fly by on that shot attempt after that shot fake.
Celis quickly to JC.
That's the
on
shot.
the other side, Byron Villarias. Mintes galing sa 3. Palagtas the rebound.
But that was the shot that was available, Ken. That is a good take. And you like that it's also Villarias who took it.
Crossover by Philip Manalang. Alday, left corner 3, airballs it. JC with the basketball. Neil Tolentino in his grill. Ball deflected. Does not matter as Jammer Hamito with a flip shot. Hamito with 17 points and 5 rebounds, stepping up in the absence of Will Macaloni.
The lefties are going to work here for the Rice Vanguards. JC and Jammer taking turns and producing those much-needed points for the Rice Vanguards.
Balagtas. Ball tapped. Capson wanted Balagtas to take that shot.
I would have told Balagtas to take that shot too. That was a good swing by Eric Camson. See this here, a couple of lefties gonna work. Good recovery by Jammer. Little left-handed floater that side of the floor.
The thing in Nueva Ecija, Coach Mike, even though they're not really a good three-point shooting team, as Jammer Amito with 17 points. I mean, they shoot really well from beyond the arc, but they don't take a lot of threes. It's because they're so efficient around the rim.
Correct. Which is why they are number one in scoring, number one in field goal makes, number one in perimeter makes. Woo! See another shot right there by JC Marcelino, number one in assists, number one in steals, points of turnovers, points in the paint, you name it. Anything on the offensive side, these guys are so good.
Camson's free, off the mark. Nueva Ecija with a 9-point lead as we head down to the final 2 minutes. Ball tapped away. And it will stay with the Rice Vanguards. Still some hope here if you're Rizal. But they need to pick up the energy here.
Yes.
Especially with this guy. They've not found an answer to JC Marcelino. Villarreal in stride for free off the heel.
Oh man.
Billy Robles able to swoop in and get the offensive rebound and put back.
And Billy Robles staying in there, trying to hunt for offensive rebounds. Wide open three, but a good recovery by Billy Robles. That was a good shot by Byron. But then again, somebody's got to battle out on the offensive rebounds. 2 on the ball for the Golden Coolers, but Billy recovers that tap and turns it in for 2 points.
Back to a double-digit lead for Nueva Ecija. Timeout Rizal. Here at the Inares Center in Montalban, JC Marcelino.
Wow.
Could be his finest performance in a Nueva Ecija uniform, saving the best for last in the elimination round. And those points and production were needed, especially in a time, Coach Mike, where Rizal made their run, took the lead after Nueva Ecija rather blew a 17-point lead.
Number 26.
And give credit to the Rice Vanguards because they suffered a similar fate against Quezon. That lead of 18 points quickly evaporated there with Quezon stealing that win. But here going on the road, Samboy de Leon, that's only his first point. And able to hold off Rizal here, although still a lot of time, 1 minute and 42 left, but Rizal really needs to make their move as their hopes of finishing number 2 in the South medyo palabo ng palabo with how Nueva Ecija has played here in the second half.
Nandito mo mararamdaman yung lalim nitong bench ng Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. No Will Macaloni, you've barely seen minutes from Jesper Ayaay. Christian Maynaytay has been in and out and produced quality minutes, but it's other guys really stepping up. Jammer Hamito, in my opinion, has filled in a good spot in the absence of Will Macaloni.
75-67. JC will burn some time here. 80 seconds remaining in regulation. JV up against Alday. Balagtas in disgust. as he was whistled for a foul, jockeying precision with Jammer Amito.
Second team foul.
We have a timeout by Coach Don Dulay. A minute and 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rice Vanguard still with an 8-point lead, 75-67. Pause for a break, we'll be right. And here comes on though. He went out swinging here, 21 points, 11 rebounds, another double-double performance. But like he said to begin this game, Coach Mike, there's still questions about Rizal on whether they can call themselves an elite team that can contend or seriously contend for that championship. And well, they will close out their matchups in the North Division 8-7. So the top 7 teams in the North, lahat sila talo dun. Although they fared better against teams in the South, they're 12-2. They still have Bacolod coming up for their last assignment. And that's for them to seal that number 3 spot naman in that division.
That is right, and it won't be enough to try and chase against Batangas, who right now has 20 wins. And so with only Bacolod, that Bacolod game remaining, they should be able to secure itong number 3.
We have a coach's challenge here. 55.3 seconds left. And Nueva Ecija, abante pa rin ng 10. We'll pause for a break. We'll be back for the result.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Okay, successful challenge by Coach Don Dulay. So no foul will be called against Nueva Ecija.
Well, let me just get this out of the way, Ken. Now, I want to greet a happy birthday to Kay Bandigan Quisido, one of our really good friends and the love of the life of my cousin, si Rico Arsenas, who's celebrating her birthday today in Abu Dhabi. And happy anniversary to Kay and Rico as well, coming from us, Mi Familia. Enjoy the celebration, both of you.
Manalang missing on that shot, and that should probably do it. 46.8 seconds left.
And the empty possessions, really, for Rizal. And that run by Nueva Ecija has really forced them into this situation. I felt the turning point was that miss, and that would have been an easy fast break para sa Rizal earlier. And then pagbalik, umiscore sila JC Marcelino. It really built that attraction and momentum for the Rice Vanguards to create that separation. Jammer Amito came in, Christian Manaytay helped out, and really just a good recovery and a show of resiliency, in my opinion, by the Rice Vanguards.
Jammer Amito continues to pour in the points. 21 markers. This is the 3rd straight impressive game of Jammer Amito. But it comes at a price for Nueva Ecija because Will Macaloni suffered, which hopefully is not a serious injury, but he injured his hamstring here as he was running for position trying to defend Eric Camson. That was early in the 3rd quarter, but Nueva Ecija picks up the win. And boy, what a run it has been for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Analyst of that one, JC Marcelino, his best scoring output in a Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard uniform. 24 points. Samahan mo pa ng 10 rebounds and 6 assists.
Ako, impressive dyan. Yung 9 of 13 field goal shooting para dito kay JC Marcelino. And the 6 assists as well showed, different variety of ways that JC can actually help out the Rice Vanguards. Impressive showing for the Rice Vanguards and JC Marcelino.
79-67 is our final score. Nueva Ecija prevailing over Rizal and preventing the Golden Coolers from finishing